Hello everyone, this is Gloria, aka HTML Nerd. I'm going to show you how to do a really cool, what I call a virtual room, where you take a tiling background image and do some perspective stuff with it to make it look like you're looking into a room. If you've been to my Flickr page, you've probably seen my maze room wallpaper. That's basically what I'm going to show you how to do today. And it's all using the perspective tool in Photoshop. So let's get started. I'm going to open Photoshop and I'm going to create a new file. And since I'm on a Mac, I'm going to want this size because that's the size for my monitor. If you're on a PC, you would want 1024 by 768 because that's a PC monitor size usually. But this is what I'm going to want. And let's see. Okay. And I click OK. Okay, now I'm going to get the paint bucket tool. Let me see if the pattern I want is already in here. I think it is. No, it's not. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to do it over. Okay, so I'm going to open my maze graphic. Here we go. Click on my backgrounds. There we go. Maze. I'm going to open that. Now I'm going to do Command A to select all. And if you're on a Windows PC, you would do Control A. I'm going to do Edit, Define Pattern. Just call it Maze. And click OK. Okay, I can get rid of that. Now I go back to my paint bucket tool, and it should be in here. There we go. There's the pattern we want. Now I'm just going to click and fill it. Okay, now it's down to 66.7%, so you don't see how it really looks. I'm going to maximize it a bit, or zoom in so you can see the maze pattern. See, that's how it looks. Now I'm going to zoom out again because I want it pretty small for the next step. Really small, as you can see. And then I'm going to drag this out so there's lots of gray around our image because we need that. Now I'm going to go to Transform Perspective. Okay, now our image is surrounded by this box. It has these little square handles all around it at certain points. Now what we want is either handle on the bottom, on either side, either the left or the right. It doesn't matter as long as it's on the bottom and it's on the end. We don't want a middle one, an end one. So I'm going to grab this one, it doesn't really matter, and pull out. And notice how when I pull this out, the other one on the other side pulls out at the same time. And that's what we want. Now I'm going to really pull this out all the way to the end. Okay, now I'm going to hit return or enter, whatever, and that will lock that in. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time just to really give it, well, no, maybe not. Okay, now I guess that's good enough. Okay, now I'm going to do transform scale, and I'm just going to bring this down a bit. Okay, just a tad. And hit enter. Now since it's all pulled out everywhere, it's going to take a little time. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, now I'm going to zoom back in to the larger size so you can get an idea of what it looks like. And see how it's all, the pattern is getting smaller towards the horizon line. And that's what we want. Now, it seems to have created this line right here, so I'm going to get rid of some of that because we don't need that funny looking line right there. So I'm going to do a light feather, just 1 by 1 pixel, because then you still have somewhat of a good edge, but it's not too harsh looking. We don't want it harsh. Okay, and there you go. Okay, now what we're going to do is take our wand selection tool and select over here. And then I'm going to do Shift Command I, and that will invert the selection On a PC, we'd probably do Shift Control I, but on a Mac, Shift Command I. Now I'm going to do Command C or Control C to copy my selection, and then Command D to deselect. Okay, now I'm going to start a new file. Now, what I love about this is when you just copied a selection and then you create a new file, the new file is automatically the size of what you copied. So you don't have to adjust it or anything. I love that. That's great. So all I have to do is click OK. Then I'm going to do Command A to select all, and then Command V to paste what I copied. And there we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do is Image, Rotate Canvas, Flip Canvas Vertical. See, now it's turned it upside down. And I'm going to drag and drop this right on to the image we already created. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of that other one. I don't need that anymore. Click. Okay. Pardon me, I'm having allergy trouble. Now I'm going to bring this up a bit. Oh, goodness. And I'm going to bring the bottom one down a bit. Oops. Okay. Now, it's the effect of a ceiling and a floor going towards the horizon. Now what we want is a wall. So I'm going to create another layer, and I'm going to put this layer on the very bottom because it's going to be beneath the ceiling and the wall. I mean, behind it. Not beneath it. You get the idea. And I'm going to take that same pattern again and fill. Now I'm going to zoom back in so you can see what I've done here. See, there's a wall, and there's a ceiling, ceiling, and then there's a floor. And that's basically what you do to create a virtual room, or a room with graphics programs such as Photoshop, like I just did here. And that's basically all you have to do. It's a fairly simple and straightforward thing. I hope this has been informative, and that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.